friends, welcome to the Inspired Knitting Podcast. I'm your host, Bobby, and I am coming to you from southeastern New Brunswick, Canada. Today is Friday, September the 12th, 2025, and you are watching episode 125. Welcome. This is my podcast about my knitting adventures and my crocheting and lots of fibery fun. So if that's your kind of thing, then perhaps this is a kind of podcast for you. Yeah, links will be down below along with the show notes. So anything that I talk about today, I will link you directly to the makers and or designers. And you can also find links where you can find me on social media. You can find me on Instagram, where I am most active as Inspired Knitting Podcast. And I also have a Ravelry, which is X Country Girl 1986X. I don't really have detailed notes for my projects. It's just kind of like a portfolio of what I do for myself. So yeah, all that can be found down below in the description box. So today I have some finished objects. I have a couple works in progress, and I have a lot of yarn piggery. It was my birthday month. August was my birthday month, and there was a lot of yarn that came into my stash. So I also have that as well. So I'm just going to jump right in, grab your beverage of choice, and we will get started. I currently don't have anything with me. I've already had my coffee for the day. But do grab your coffee or your tea or your beverage, and we will get started. First, I will start with what I am wearing. I am wearing my Love Note, which is a pattern by Tin Can Knits. And it's got this beautiful leaf kind of lace design on the front. I knit mine with Leo and Roxy's Robin colorway. So I used fingering with a mohair held together. And I knit it to arm length or elbow length because I ran out of yarn. So yeah, I really love this sweater. I think I have in total knit 4 of them all together, and I really, really enjoy them. One I just knit plain. I didn't do the lace work, but it's just a very beautiful sweater. It fits so well, and I really do enjoy it, and I love this colorway. So yeah, Tin Can Knits, Love Note. Definitely a go-to pattern. All right, so let's start with finished objects. I have, surprise, surprise, a pair of socks. So I'm going to show the tag first. This is Gobsmacked Yarns. In her sock base, which is an 80% eco-processed merino, 20% recycled nylon, and it is in the Merriest Pheasant colorway. And I'll just set that there. And these are my birthday socks because the yarn was gifted to me for my birthday, and I was told that I was supposed to knit a pair of socks for myself. So that is what I have done. And I absolutely love them. They turned out so well. I just love those pops of blue. Like these pops of blue. That is just so beautiful. And I do have the second one here. I absolutely love these socks. I love my 80-20 base. It's just so plump and so beautiful. And this colorway is just amazing. Absolutely love it. So here's my socks. I did about 20 rounds, 2x2 ribbing for the cuff. And then I always cast on 64 stitches for the cuff, decrease down to 56 for the leg and the rest of the sock. Slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. 2mm magic loop. That's my method. So there's that. And then to keep on with the knitting first, because there is one crochet, I decided to do some mittens. It's getting that time of year. So this is another wonderful pattern by Tin Can Knits. This is the World's Simplest Mittens. And I did the adult medium, I believe. It goes from baby, toddler, child, adult small, adult large, and that's it. But it's really wonderful, and you can use fingering weight, you can use DK, worsted, or chunky yarn. That's how diverse their pattern is, and I really love that. It is amazing, and these mittens are amazing. I'm just going to put them on quickly. The yarn that I use for this, I don't have the tag here, but it's Sugar Bush Canoe, and it is in the birch colorway. So it's got all these flecks of color. And they say that this is a bulky weight yarn. I would say it's more like a chunky. So I followed the chunky instructions in the pattern, and to me, they turned out perfectly. So that's what I did. And I really love them. They're going to be super warm. I always do a little bit more for the cuff. Not by much, but I do a little bit extra just because I like that extra warmth in my jacket. I don't want cold and snow getting in there, so I always do a little bit extra on the cuff. But they are 50-gram balls, and I did have to use 2 of them. I did have a lot left over of the second ball, but one 50-gram ball would not do a pair of mittens. You definitely need 2 balls to do if you're going to do the adult medium size. So yeah, there's that. The next thing that I have to share with you, it's not very exciting, but I made some dishcloths. I've been still making a lot of stuff for the market and that, so my knitting time in between that isn't a lot, but I had somebody buy out all my dishcloths last weekend, so I had to make some more. So I just follow Grandma's Favorite Dishcloth pattern by PJ Allen, and it is a free pattern on Ravelry. And you start from here and you increase up, and then once you reach the middle point to how many stitches you want, then you start decreasing back down. It's a really fun pattern, and it makes a really beautiful dishcloth. I'm just using Burnett Handicrafter cotton. Couldn't tell you what the names are. This is just what's in my stash. So I got a pink one, I got a brown one. And then I had leftovers, and I thought it'd be really fun to make a scrappy one. So I made a scrappy one too. So they are a lot of fun to make. So I made some of those. And then that's it for the knitting part of finished objects. The next part is crochet, and I absolutely adore this little gaffer. This is Harvey. I don't know if I ever showed Harvey before, but I've made a couple of these guys before for market, and they were quite popular, as you can tell, because it's so darn cute. But this is Harvey the Hermit Crab by All From Jade. It is a paid-for pattern that you can get on amigurumi.com. And it is really amazing. It is a no-sew pattern, so it just means that, I'm just going to pull him out of his shell here. It just means that, like, his little claws and his little legs and that, you crochet them right into the project, so you don't have to sew them. The only thing that you're sewing on is his eyes here, which is very minimal. There's his little tail. And then you got the shell part as well. And that's his little home. For the yarn, I used the red yarn. I used Burnett Premium. And then for the shell, I used Lion Brand Wool Ease. and I don't know what the colorway is, but it's the white one that has like the rainbow sparkle through it. I think my camera's going to pick up a bit of that sparkle there. So there is Harvey. He's so cute. So that is all from Jade. Check her out. She has a lot of beautiful patterns, and a lot of them are no-sew patterns. So like I said, that's really helpful because as a crocheter of these toys, I'm not a huge fan of sewing because I'm not the greatest at being precise about where they go, and then they look lopsided and it just doesn't work out well. So I love going towards the patterns that are no-sew just because it is so much easier and so much more fun to make. So I would definitely recommend checking out her pattern. She's got a lot of beautiful ones. Okay. So that's it for finished objects. Next we will go on into works in progress. So I guess we'll start off with this one. I haven't gotten a lot of work done on, but I've been in the mood lately for Halloween. I don't know why. I'm not really a Halloween type person, I would say. Not really, but for some reason this year, I just want all the Halloween colorways. So I decided I had this one in my stash. This is Yarnable. And this was a August 2024 colorway. It is on her plush sock base, which is a 85-15 superwash merino nylon base. And it is in the neon graffiti colorway. And I will show you the yarn first. Here it is. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, it's not very Halloween-y, but it kind of reminded me of Halloween a bit. And I decided that I wanted to cast it on. So here it is worked up. And then I decided that I wanted to do a pop of color. So this is Feisty Fibers. I was going to look up the name of the color because I don't have the tag. I think you could find it pretty easy. It's one of her main colorways. But this is Feisty Fibers. And I'm just did my heel flap. Now I need to pick up my gusset stitches. But how fun is that? And it's got the pops of green in it, so it like works perfectly. And I'll probably do the toe as well. I'm not quite sure yet. I just wanted that pop of green in there. So that is one pair of vanilla socks that I am working on. The second pair, I just casted these on 2 days ago. I had an order come in from Area 51 Fibers, and I had to cast it on right away. So, Area 51 Fibers. This is on her Sturdy Alien base, which is sock 80/20 superwash merino nylon, and this is in the Zombies and Rainbows colorway. And these are 50-gram balls. So if you like a longer sock, I would definitely recommend getting 2, because you would probably run out of yarn. But here it is. Look at that. This is one of her Halloween colorways, obviously. And I have gotten a lot done on it. I am just so addicted to it. I'm just trying to straighten it out here. This is what I have so far. So what I've done is I actually made a mistake when I ordered. I wanted to get 2 50-gram balls, and I only put 1 in my cart. So what I've done is I had some leftovers. This is Full Moon Fibers in the After Midnight colorway. So it's a black speckled yarn, and I've decided to use this for my contrast for cuffs, heels, and toes. And I think it works pretty good. I've never done a speckle before for heels, toes, and cuffs, but I've seen Lisa of 72 Stitches. She's done that quite a few times, and it actually looks pretty nice. So I decided to do that on these, and I actually really like it. But this is the Area 51 here. And I've decreased my gusset, so now I am on to the foot of the sock. Oh, I just want to work on these socks, guys. They are so amazing. I really love this colorway. But I have toys to make for market tomorrow morning, so I realize that I am short on a few things, so today is all about market crocheting. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm still working on, I have 2 other pairs of socks. They're both vanilla bean patterns. They are still on the go. I haven't touched them. I've just been really wanting vanilla right now again. But I really want to get back to those because I love both pairs and I really want them done. So I have to get some priorities in place here. Next Saturday, though, is a bigger market coming up. It is the Sackville Fall Fair, and it is like an all-day event, which I'm not particularly looking forward to, sitting outside all day. It's going to be a hard one on me, but I'm going to do it. And I need to have like a lot of stock. So I don't see any sock knitting or any type of knitting really happening this coming week, because I'm really going to have to stock up on stuff, unless it's mittens or stuff like that. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of focus on market, unfortunately. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay, I have one more work in progress to share with you guys. This is in my bag by Awesome Granny. My favorite project bag ever. And this project is my Zig by Andrea Mowry. I am knitting this for my friend Ren. And I haven't been able to work on this a lot of late, but I did get some more done on the body since the last time I podcasted. So I will share it again. So there it is. Yeah, there we go. The yarn is all Indigo Dragonfly. I don't know the colorways. I have to pull out the new skeins when I go to crank them up and get the colorways, but it is all Indigo Dragonfly, DK Matter base. And it is just so beautiful. Ren picked out the colorways and she did a phenomenal job because they are all beautiful. And they work so well together. Such a beautiful sweater. And it does have a split hem. Worked bottom up. So yeah, that is the Zig. That color work is just so beautiful. And it's, like I said before, it's not hard to do either. It is actually pretty friendly, beginner friendly. You're only ever working with 2 colors at a time. Or no. Yeah, 2 colors at a time. Sorry, I had to think about that for a minute. So it is pretty simple, and the great thing is you have a couple rest rows in between where you're only working with 1 color. So that really helps out a lot too. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all. As I said, I've been doing a lot of stuff for the market, but it's just a lot of repeated stuff, so like chickens and turtles and stuff like that. So it's not stuff that I'm going to keep showing on the podcast because it just doesn't make sense to me. But this is what I've been doing besides that. So that is the majority of that. Now I'm going to show my stash enhancement. So if this is something that you're not interested in, I totally understand. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. But if you are interested, buckle up. It's going to be kind of long. Okay, I don't even really know where to start, but I guess I'll just start here. There's a lot of Area 51 fibers. Yeah, I've been really obsessed with her colorway, like her fall colorways, her Halloween ones. So a lot of these are all on her Sturdy Alien base, which is an 80/20 superwash merino nylon. And this one is called the Cozy Girl Fall. And these are all self-striping as well. So we've got that one. And then we have Wednesday's Rainbow. This one is amazing. They're all amazing, but this one is like so up my alley. And then I got a pile here. I'm trying not to knock everything on the floor. We've got Rainbows in Valaris. Show you the nicer end of it. And then I'm just going to reach down here. These actually just came in yesterday, and I am so excited. These are on her DK base. These are going to be socks. It is self-striping. This is on her Fancy Smancy Alien base, DK, 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon. And this is Once Upon a Witch. It's blowing out a bit. And this one, I'm really excited. I think this will be the next one I cast on. This is also DK. It is Interstellar Rainbow. How amazing is that? Oh. She actually, Area 51 Fibers, updates every Friday. She updated this morning, and I was so close to ordering, but I didn't. She's got the new Imagine Landscapes gnome kits out right now. She's got several different color options for you. And oh my gosh, I was so close. I was so close, but I did not. I did not. So that's what I got from that. And then I got more yarn gifted to me. So I got a gift card from my beautiful friend, and it was for Turtle Pearl Yarns, which is a yarn company that is here in Hillsborough, New Brunswick, Canada. So I went on, they actually just had an update the next day. So I got Patience. And it came with, pretty sure it came with the orange mini. And these are on a 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon base. Sorry about the crinkling, guys. And then the next one I got is called Bob's Camping Trip. and it came with a blue mini. So these are 250 grams self-striping. She has some beautiful self-striping, and she also just did a shop update as well yesterday, I think, I want to say. So I got that, and I have one more. This actually was a market purchase. There's a lady that is usually across from me at the market. She sells hats, and she is a spinner, so usually she always comes with her spinning wheel, and I always love it because I sit there and I just watch her spin. It looks so relaxing. And this past Saturday, she actually brought a bunch of her hand spun, and she was like scanning them up, and she was selling them as well. So she brought when she was all done, she brought the basket over to me, and I picked out one. So this is a Targhee BFL silk base, 123 yards, and here it is. Isn't that pretty? I think I want to make mittens for myself. I think that would be really nice. So yeah, that's exciting. Hand spun. I love it. I could not resist that. So yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be mittens. I don't think a hat, but definitely some nice warm mittens. I think that would be really amazing. Okay, so I'm just looking around. I don't think I have anything else to share. That was like a lot of yarn. And there's still one more coming. I had to get her pumpkin spice latte colorway, self-striping Area 51 fibers. That one just shipped out, so it's on the DK base as well. I want DK weight socks this winter. So yeah, there's still one more coming. All right, that is pretty much it for today, guys. I know it's kind of been faster episodes of late. I just don't have a lot to share, but I still want to come on here and talk to y'all and share what I have been working on. So yeah. Anyways, show notes again are down below. I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great week ahead of you. So until next time, take care and happy knitting. Bye.